Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name's Eliza and I live with 8 invisible disabilities. I really need to go through and count them all and work it out now. It's 7, 8 or 9, something like that. Anyway, I am disabled and I make videos all about disability awareness, LGBTQ+ positivity and lifestyle things. So come in, welcome, and today I'm going to be talking about the 9 worst / most annoying things to hear when you're disabled and a vegan. So stick around if you're interested. I'm a vegan. I've been vegan now for about 3 years and I went vegan for various different reasons. This video is not here to convert you to veganism. You are completely welcome to eat and drink whatever you need and want to. That is completely fine. I am just personally a vegan for my own personal reasons, but actually the reason that I went vegan is because I'm allergic to meat and dairy, so it kind of naturally just happened for me. And at the time when I found out that diagnosis, I was naturally kind of transferring into a vegetarian diet anyway, so it kind of just made sense to go vegan for me personally. And yeah, I've been vegan ever since, and I find it fairly easy. I don't really find that my disabilities are too affected by it, but I know that some people are, and that's completely fine as well. But we're going to talk about that in the 9 worst things. So yeah, that's the reason that I'm vegan. In terms of animal and environmental reasons, I would say I'm probably more on the environmental side of things than the animal side, but it is definitely a mix. Animals are really, really important to me, but also the environment is very, very important to me. So yeah, it's kind of a mix of the two, but if I was gonna pick one, it would be environmental. So I suppose technically I'm plant-based rather than vegan, but I live a vegan lifestyle, so take that as you will. This video is not about nitpicking what veganism is and what it isn't. I'm just gonna tell you my 9 things that I'm tired of hearing / annoyed from hearing being a disabled vegan. So as always, I'm going to have my trusty laptop with me and read it out. And this video was also requested by one of my followers, so yes, thank you for requesting videos. And if you have a video request, please leave it in the comment section down below so I can make it for you. So 9 things that I am tired of hearing as a vegan. Number 1, it is your veganism that makes you tired. Oh boy. No, it is not my veganism that makes me tired. I'm tired because I am disabled and a person who gets tired. I get this one quite a lot, including from medical professionals. A lot of medical professionals are quite anti-veganism. I don't know if you are a vegan and disabled or vegetarian or whatever, or any kind of diet that you find that medical professionals are negative towards you. I definitely find that they are. In fact, I'm quite often scared to be like, I'm a vegan by the way, because I'm worried that they're going to be annoyed with me for that, which is stupid. But anyway, there we go. So that's really tiring, and particularly when you're like, I'm tired because of this reason, and they turn around and say, no, actually it's because of your diet. When actually with a vegan diet you can get all of the nutrients and minerals and everything that you need within that without needing to eat meat, for example. So yeah, it's really tiring, and I've always been tired. I find that my to be able to digest iron, I find it really difficult in my body for some reason. So even when I was eating meat, I had low iron, and now I take an iron supplement. My iron is normal levels, but my B12 is low, but that's for a different reason. Right, next one, number 2. Maybe veganism gave you your disability. No, it did not. It did not give me my disability. I was born disabled. I was born with dyslexia and dyspraxia and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and they just got worse throughout my life, and things like my overactive bladder, etc. I wouldn't say I was necessarily born with that, but definitely developed it over time. It had nothing to do with veganism at all. It just is the fact that I'm a vegan and I'm also disabled. They are not connected. Number 3, maybe your B12 is low because you're a vegan. This is annoying. So I think a lot of people who are vegan automatically get told that their B12 is low even without testing, and I feel like B12 is one of those things that lots of people like to scare people away from veganism or trying vegan food, for example, but it's not true. You do need to take a B12 supplement or eat food that you know have B12 in, but it doesn't mean that you're definitely going to be deficient of B12. You are at more risk, that is true, but for me, I am not B12 deficient because I'm a vegan. I'm B12 deficient because all the medication that I take means I can't absorb B12 very well, and also for some reason I'm just not very good at absorbing B12 at all. Don't know why. I eat enough and I take a supplement, but I'm now on injections. If you are interested about B12 injections and what it's like and why I need them, blah blah blah, I'll leave a video link down below where I discuss my experience with getting injections. So number 4. Oh, you've just come round from an op. So this is a situation. You've just come around from an op and the nurse comes in and says, would you like something to eat? And often I find this, that when I'm in hospital, I have to eat after an operation because then they'll like let you leave. But I've never been offered vegan food, and I've always said, oh yes please, but I'm a vegan, can you provide that for me? And they've always said no, and that's in multiple hospitals. It's normally when I'm there for a day patient. I don't really mind, to be honest. I just bring my own food with me and then it's fine, but sometimes they can be a bit like hesitant for me to eat my own food, so I just always make sure I have my own food. But also, like, if I've forgotten or whatever, that's the problem. And obviously I don't really mind that they can't provide food for me, but I would say that like vegan food is very accessible now. Like bread with flora butter is a vegan snack that you can give to somebody, for example. But also I think that as a society we need to teach that veganism is easier than we think. I think a lot of people think that it's very, very scary and unattainable. And as I said, you do not have to be a vegan if you do not want to be. That is completely fine. I do think that we all, where possible and safe to do so, need to make sacrifices or adjustments to ensure that we're doing the best for the environment. So if you are able and can afford to do so, eating vegetarian is like once or twice a week at least is very, very good. But of course there is privilege that comes with that. Being a vegan is definitely a privileged position to be in. Not everybody can be vegan, and we already know that. So next one. Oh, I've just realised that my light isn't on, is it? Ah, right. Sorry about that. I had a phone call with my doctor to get some new medication, which moves us very, very swiftly on to our next one, which is your medication isn't vegan. And I hear this one all the time, and I often get told that I'm not a real vegan because I need to take medication, which is really annoying and tiring. But we see on the Vegan Society that medication is okay to take and you should take it, and they suggest that you do take it because obviously it's better to keep yourself safe and healthy and well and take medication even if it technically isn't vegan, because it's much better to be safe than sorry, and medication is good. Next one, this is one that fellow disabled people have probably heard. Everybody can go vegan! This one annoys me so much. Not everybody can go vegan. It's not possible for everybody. There are lots of different reasons: allergies, conditions like IBD, conditions like if you have a feeding tube, if you're in hospital, if you have a carer, if you get Meals on Wheels, if you have certain mental health conditions. There's thousands of different reasons. If you have sensory issues, literally so many different reasons why not everybody can go vegan, and that is okay. We should all try our best to be as environmentally conscious as possible without basically, I believe anyway, centering our entire lives around it so that we're not able to enjoy our lives, or we feel that it's a burden and it becomes too much work and it uses up too many spoons. So in my opinion, actually not in my opinion, factually, no, not everybody can go vegan, and that is okay. And that is so annoying to hear, particularly when you're a vegan and then you're like, you feel crap because you're a vegan and then somebody else who's a vegan said it, and then you're like, oh, I don't really want to be part of this because no, but then you've got to have an argument about it, and oh, the whole thing is, oh. Next one. I'm so pleased that straws have been banned. If you have been on my TikTok lately, you would have seen that I've made some TikToks about straws, and oh my goodness, the hate I received, the ableism I received was absolutely crazy. If you are not aware, not all disabled people can use reusable straws, and many disabled people rely on straws to live. I will leave Jessica Gelrien's video in the description down below to watch if you are confused to why that is the case. And we often see it within the vegan argument that that lovely image of the turtle has gone viral, and because of that we are now told that we are terrible people for needing straws. But that's not true, and I don't really enjoy it being used in the veganism argument because it's not possible for everybody to use reusable straws, and that is okay. Next one, trigger warning here, I'm going to be mentioning weight, but just lightly. You are underweight because you're vegan. But no, I'm underweight because of my disabilities. I'm not actually underweight anymore, but I was for a very long time. And it was because of my disabilities and because I wasn't able to absorb things correctly. And no, it is not because I was a vegan, it is because of my disability. I think that there's a lot of stigma around the fact that veganism doesn't allow you to put on weight. That is not true. It doesn't equal a healthy, good diet, whatever that means. Not really such thing as a good diet, but it doesn't equal a nutritious diet. You need to work on your nutrition just as you do if you eat meat. And the final one, number 9, your diet gives you issues with your skin. I have this one all the time when I go to the doctors for eczema and they say, what are you eating? And I say, I'm a vegan. And they will often say, well, that's why you have eczema then, isn't it? And I'm like, it is not, no. I've had eczema since I was a child, so no. But there we go, GPs and doctors, etc. do like to gaslight us and not believe us. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you are disabled and a vegan or just disabled and have any diet stories, please let me know down below in the comments your pet peeves about what people have said to you. And again, you do not have to go vegan if you do not want to. This is just my personal choice and my personal pet peeves and the ableism that we see within the vegan community, which I can do a whole video on if you are interested. Let me know down below. And if you want to keep up with me outside of YouTube, please follow me at Disabled Eliza across all social medias, and I'll leave them linked down below. And of course, hit the red button, subscribe to my channel and join the family. It's free and you get to see more of me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you look after all of you at the moment. Stay safe, wash those hands, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!